Me and Dwight are two very good examples of that. Me and Dwight have destroyed our reputation, and this took us forever to build that. And today we're still questioned. We're still questioned. Every now and then I can still see somebody looking at me at the corner of their eye. And that's what sin does. To be made perfect. To be a beautiful creature he once was. But you know what sin did? Sin changed him. Sin changed the way he looked. He was no longer beautiful. You know what we look at him as now? With the red horns and the tail and the pitchfork. That's how we see him. I'm not telling you that's the way he looks, but I can guarantee you he don't look beautiful no more. Sin has destroyed the way he looks. He no longer looks like Lucifer. He no longer looks like the perfect angel that God had created. Sin destroyed the way he looks. And that's what sin does to us. Sin destroys the way we look. Not only as how people look at us, but it also destroys the way we look. The way we look at ourselves. When we start going out of the house and we look at our apparel, and you stop one day and say, you know, why am I dressing like this? Why am I letting people see my chest? And why is my crack hanging out? And why am I dyeing my hair and got earrings in my nose? This is not what God wants out of me. And it's because sin will destroy the way you look. You ought not go around and let somebody see your breast. Do you agree? Cover them things up. Sin has changed the way you will look at yourself. You know that's not right. You should never wear things that those areas are exposed. If you can't bend down without showing the world something you shouldn't show them, you got the wrong thing on. And you look today and you tell me that sin hadn't got a hold of the world, you can't hardly go nowhere without covering your kids' eyes. I don't even want my girls to see how females dress today. And it's all because sin carries us and stays in us. I want to tell you, they didn't just one day dress up in a pretty dress at church and next Sunday go to wearing those things. Sin grabs a hold of us and it changes the way we look. Sin is what makes you look like the world. Sin is what makes people look at you different. Sin is what takes you out of your place. You see, today, I'm going to tell you the truth. God has a place for you. God has a destiny for you. God has a job for you. God has a place for you. And sin is what's going to take you out. It's the only thing that can take you out of what God has for you. It's Satan's way of pulling you away from God. It's enticing. Some of it looks like it's not that bad. But it's just a beginning. If he can get in the door, it's going to get worse, worse, and worse. But these things happen to you. He can't argue with it. These things have happened to him. And he wants to make these exact things happen to you. Satan wants people to look at you like you're disgusting, like you're a thief, like you're a liar. Satan wants you to get caught in bad places. Satan wants you to look in the mirror and think it's all right to dress like a prostitute or a rapper. It's simple things too. It's not just the big things. The way we choose to wear our baseball hat. You know, why do we want to look like the world when we could look like a servant of God? Satan, sin. Simply put, Satan changed who he was. It says right here, verse 12 says, "How have I fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" Son of the morning. Now he's Satan. He's the devil. He's the devil. He's the most hated man in all the world. He was the son of the morning. Lucifer. I'm going to tell you, you might not notice. It may be slow, it may be fast. But sin will change who you are. You're supposed to be a servant of God, a follower of God, a child of God. And that's the biggest blessing we can have in the whole world. It's offered to us. It's offered to us by the Son, Jesus Christ, who bled and died on the cross for our sins, that we may be known as He is. Amen. And that He should take us and never leave us or forsake us. But you know what? We can leave Him. Sin, if we don't watch out, if we don't hate sin, if we don't despise sin, if we don't stay away from it, if we tolerate it, and that's just it. We got to quit tolerating sin. We got to quit tolerating sin in our church or in our house or even in our car or the radio, and we're all alone. We don't want nothing to do with it. Because if we do, before long it's going to change who. Today, I pray today you see who you are. Huh? Your life should be turned over to God. You should be following God. And you should find peace and happiness in that. If you don't find peace and happiness in God's plan for you, then somebody's changing who you are. And you're on that road. And before long, you won't be in church. Before long, you won't look like yourself. Before long, people won't look like you or look at you the way they used to. No matter what you've done in the past, no matter what you're doing right now. Every head bowed, every eyes closed. Today is an opportunity